there again. Welcome to Daily Psalms for Hope. We're glad you're with us, and we're going to be looking today at Psalm number 10. So get out your Bibles and let's look and see what this has to say to us today. We're going to be focusing on verses 11 through 14, but I want to start with verse 4 because it kind of tells us who the psalmist is talking about for the rest of the psalm. It says, "In the pride of his face, the wicked does not seek him," meaning God. "All his thoughts are, there is no God." So the person that the psalmist is talking about is saying that, God doesn't exist. He's not real. But then the psalmist says this in verse 11. He says in his heart, God has forgotten. He has hidden his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Lord. O God, lift up your hand. Forget not the afflicted. Why does the wicked renounce God and say in his heart, you do not call to account? But you do see, for you note mischief and vexation, that you may take it into your hands. So I like this part because he's saying that this person doesn't believe, and he's saying, God, he's not going to call to account anything because he doesn't exist. But the psalmist, in his confidence of who God is in his heart, says, but you do see, and you will note the mischief and the vexation. And when I read that, I was reminded of a time when my youngest son and I were playing hide and go seek, and it was his turn to hide, and so I put my hands over my face and I started counting to 10, and there was this fake fern that was in the one room where we were playing, and it wasn't a dense fern. It was just kind of, it was about 3 foot tall, but you could see right through it. And so my 5-year-old decided that his hiding place, as I was counting to 10, was going to be behind this fern because he would never see me. And so it just drew to mind, because when I finished counting, I looked up and there he was, crouched under the fern, and thinking that he was hiding from me, that he could not be seen. And I get that picture with what the psalmist is describing here. We can so often think that we can't be seen, that the things that we're doing can't be seen. But this is a God who is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-being. And he does know the heart of all the people that he has created, which is amazing to me to begin with. But for someone to say there is no God and that, there is no accounting that is going to happen at the end, you just feel saddened when you hear that, or at least I do, because this God does see. And no matter how much we try to hide the things of our heart, no matter how much we try to think that this has gone unseen, it's not true. And everything that we do is seen by God. Everything that we think is known by God. Everything that we process in our minds is known by God. Which makes him a God to be in awe of, a God to be in fear of, in the sense of awe, because he does know us in that way. We can't hide. We can't go somewhere where he can't see. it's impossible. And to understand that and to really grasp the depth of that is, I think, what the psalmist is trying to get us to understand, is that, you can say that there is no God, and you can think that there is no accounting for what you are doing, or you can hide and think that no one can see you, but that's not true when it comes to God. When it comes to his economics, when it comes to his way of life and being with his people, he sees all, which gives us then a sense of accountability, because in our lives we do things that we aren't proud of. But the beauty is that he forgives. I mean, that's the whole reason of the cross. It's the whole reason for this upcoming Holy Week. The cross means so much to us, because on that cross he took all those things that we decide that we're going to hide, and he forgave them all. And what a beautiful thing for us. We can hide, but he'll find us. He knows where we are. He can see us. And so, I don't know, maybe that's a word for you today, that the things of your heart, the things that you think, the things that you're processing, he knows it all. And you can go to him, and you can rest in the knowledge that he will forgive you because of that cross. So may God's blessings be upon you this day, and be a blessing whenever and wherever you can.